Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Keyboard Warriors, first session of the week and our first lunchtime one. So I hope you all had a good weekend. We're going to have a little bit more of a dynamic session today. Still nothing high energy or high impact, but just a little bit more mobilising and standing up, moving around. But we'll start as normal in the chair. So just make sure you've got enough space around you to move your arms and move your legs, and then enough to take a step to each side when we come standing and forward and back. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then we're going to work on shrugging the shoulders up towards your ears, breathing in as you do, and then really breathe out, big, short, sharp breath as you shrug the shoulders down nice and firmly. So breathe in, bring the shoulders up, and then shrug them down. Take 3 more of those. So in, and 1 more. And then bringing the hands up onto the shoulders, roll the shoulders round. And reverse, bring it back around the other way. And then bring your elbows in towards each other and then squeeze them out behind. Don't worry if you can't bring them quite close enough together to touch, just squeeze them at the front. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And then bring the arms out in front and take them out diagonally. Just stretch them out behind. One more to each side. And then nice big arm circles. Trying to keep the head in between the shoulders at all times, so you've not got the head forward or slumped down. Good stuff. Just take 2 more shrugs round. That would loosen them up. And then roll the hands round at the wrist, back round the other way, and gently taking the head side to side, and forward and back. And then bring the arms up, place the hands just on the back of the head and press your head into your hands, hands into your head, and release. And again. And the next time, after you've pressed them into your hands and you go to release, curl yourself down, bringing your elbows down towards your knees. And then unfold back the other way, take the elbows back. And come forward again. And then let the arms drop down, bringing your chest down towards your knees. Just walk your feet out so your ankles are under your knees. And then just take the head side to side. And forward and back. And then bring your hands up onto your knees. You're just going to lower yourself down and press yourself back. Once more. And then just gently looking over the shoulder, keeping your hands on your knees. So just a little bit of a twist for the spine. Start to bring the front shoulder further forward. Take the other one back. So you're kind of leading with the shoulder, dropping the shoulder in. And then if you shuffle forward onto the chair, bring your knee in and press it away. And swap to the other leg. Bring the knee towards you, press the leg away. And then bring the leg in and kick. So heel comes in, just flick the toes up, keeping your foot flexed. Change to the other leg. And then take one leg out, flex the toes up towards you, lean over that leg, keep the back nice and flat. And change to the other leg, flex the toes up, lean over. And then we're just going to work through one at a time, alternating left and right. And then hug the knee in towards you. Sit up nice and tall, extend the other leg out, flex the toes up. Drop that leg down, extend that leg, flex the toes, bring the knee in towards you. And again, swap to the other leg, bring that one in, rotate the foot round at the ankle, a couple of times in each direction. Bring the other one up, same thing, round we go. And then come up standing, just move your chair to the side. We are going to use it as a bit of a prop for some of the exercises. So starting off, coming up onto your toes and down. And then start to swing the arms up as you go up. And then add a little bit of a knee bend in as you come up. Still come up onto the toes if you can. Use the chair if you need to for a bit of balance. Last one. And then taking the hands up to one side, bring them down to the other side. Bend the knees as you go. So reach up as high as you can over to one side and twist round. And change sides. So up to the other side. So the hips are staying facing forward and the knees. Last one to this side. And then you're just going to step side to side, kicking your heel up towards your bottom. You can add a little knee bend into that and speed it up if you feel happy with that. And then knee raise. Again with that knee bend and a little faster if you can. And then taking hold of the chair, hands on the back, make sure the chair is nice and stable, take your hips back and sink yourself down. So bend the elbows, bring your forehead down towards your hands on the chair and just relax down there. Bring yourself back up and then we're going to go up and down. So if you're keeping your legs straight, you should feel a bit of a stretch in the back of the hamstrings, as well, back of the legs and hamstrings. But also lower back should get a good stretch as you come down. Last one. And then if you bring your feet a bit closer together, one hand in the center of the chair, open yourself out. If you want to make this a little bit harder, take your legs further away and feet closer together. Open out, back to the center. Stick with the same side. Change sides. Look in the direction where your fingers are pointing. Last one. And then facing forward, bring your arms together. Imagine you've got your arms wrapped around something enormous, big tree. Hands together and pull your hands away from your body. So you feel the stretch through the mid-back, through the shoulders. Let your head drop down, chin to chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come up. Grab one hand around the wrist. Over we go to the side. Same on the other side. And just making sure you've got room. Not going to crash into the chair. Swap hands again and we're going to go round. Change hands back around the other way. And then take step forward, one foot behind, onto the toes on the back foot, and you're just going to press the heel through. If your foot won't go all the way down to the floor, your heel just go as far as you can, keeping the rest of your body nice and straight. Change legs. So if you need a chair for a bit of balance, just hold on. And then come into the center, take your legs over side to side, just within your comfortable range of movement. So don't imagine you've got to have a massive split position. And then we're going to stay over one side, over to the other side. And then bring your heel up, just tap inside of your heel. Start to bring your hands up higher as you do so. Open the chest out. One more to each side. That's it. And then again, take that big step. This time, drop the back knee down. Don't worry about how far you can go down. It's just a small movement up and down. Now you're making sure knees are staying behind the toes and swap legs. And then bring your arms up so you've got arms bent at the elbow, and you're going to bring your elbow towards your knee. Don't worry if they won't meet in the middle, just bring them in that direction. Last one to each side. And then bring your hands into the small of the back, squeeze your elbows towards each other. And just lean back ever so slightly. Reverse it, bring those arms all the way around. And back. Last time. Bring it forward. Again, pull away from there. And then bring your arms up high. And then you're going to roll yourself down. So slowly lower yourself down. Bend the knees as you go. Stop where you feel your maximum range of movement, which may well be all the way down the floor. You can bend your knees if you need to come that bit further down. If your hands are there, that's fine. So work at your level and then bend and straighten the legs. So if your arms are there, like that, if you're all the way down, you can grab hold of your toes. And then bring your hands to the floor. So bring your knees all the way down. Take yourself down to the floor. And just take the hips side to side. And then take your hands forward. Just rocking gently backwards and forwards. And again, bring your hands in side to side. And then curl that back up, ceiling. Take your spine to the ceiling, belly button towards the spine. Roll through. And up. And through one more time. And from here, bring one leg forward and sink forward into your hips. Bring that leg behind, bring the other leg forward, and again, sink forward. And then bring your legs underneath, just slowly roll up to standing. So best start with the knees bent, tuck down, roll yourself up slowly, all the way up. Bring the head up last, just gently take your head side to side. And then grab hold of your foot around the shoelaces or take hold of the back of your trousers. If it's too much, just drop the hip down, tip the hip forward. Stretch the front of your thigh out. Drop that one down, bring the other one up. And then just hands on the hips, roll the hips all the way around. Really exaggerate, nice big movement, change direction. Keep moving a couple of times round and then change. And then pause on one side. Feel the stretch through the side of the hip and reach down towards your shin. And come slowly up over to the other side. Pause it there and slide down your shin. And slowly come back up. Bring your hands together behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tuck the bottom under. And then bring them together up and overhead. And just swing through the two. Back and up. And then bring the hands in front. You're going to take your hips behind. Swing your hips forward. Take them behind. Swing them forward. One more. And then coming back up onto the toes, but one foot at a time with a little pause once you're onto your toes. Last one to each side. And then hands by the side, reach down, slide your hands down the side of the leg, making sure you're keeping your body in a nice straight line as you go down. Last one to each side. And then bring your arms out to the side. Hips stay facing forward and just rotate at the hips. So you're separating the upper body from the lower. And then bring the arms, just let them go nice and heavy as they hang down. Take them up strong and let them flop down. And bring the palms together, press, keep the elbows high. And release. And again. And release. Two more. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. Then we're using the chair if you need to for balance. Bring one leg up. If you can balance on one leg and just squeeze that leg in. Again, as with a seated position, keep your posture nice and upright. Drop that leg down. Change to the other leg. And then bring your leg up at the front and just take it out and round. Out and round. Don't worry about how high you can get it. Bring it back in. So if it's just low to the ground, that's fine. And the other one, take it out and round. And bring it back in. And then both arms up. And we're just going to swoop down, bend the knees, up. Final time. And then dropping the hand down, just down back in between the shoulder blades. Reach over to one side. Back to the center. Change arms, reach over to the other side. And finishing off back on the chair. This time, if you can go lower on the chair. You can use the front of the chair or just go down the back of it. Place the hands on the chair. Hips go back. Head between your arms. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out there. And then bend the knees to slowly, slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Bring your head up last. And have a marvellous day. Well done, guys. Setting yourself up for the week. Have a good afternoon. Take care.